Hello YouTubes! Recently there's been a surge of new players on the forums asking why their cities, townies, just stop moving all of a sudden, and it seems to me that most, well, definitely not all, but most of the problems come from hunger lock. This video is to explain what a hunger lock is and show you how to avoid it. So let's play. Let's start normal map. As you can see, I'm already playing a mixed map, so let's start a normal one. And I'd like to apologize for my accent, language, whatever it is. English is not my first language. It's not my native, so I'm probably gonna butcher it. Now let's pause the game right off the bat and look around. Right, we have a mountain, a hill, whatever it is, over here, so let's avoid that since we can't build next to it. Seems to be a good spot over here. Loads of doesn't matter, loads of grass, some stone. Yeah, let's start building here. So first off, chop the trees, we don't need them. Also harvest whatever you're chopping as well. This will get rid of all the fruit trees that are left over after chopping. We're gonna have to chop the trees again, but for now let's just watch our seeds. Where are they? There they are. And Froggy just massacred a chicken over on the far side of the river, so that's actually a lucky spawn because there's no enemies on this side of the river as far as I can see, so we won't be getting harassed and troubled by any of them. Now, townies are almost finished chopping the trees. Now they're gonna harvest the pears and apples. Work faster, I command you to. What a lazy bunch. Now let's get rid of these as well. So, once all the fruit trees are harvested, you can just issue a chop command like you would to any other tree, because they just become normal trees. You can chop away. We're almost finished. So now we can set up our work area, a settlement. First off, we need a carpentry. And one tip: when you're issuing orders or thinking what to do next, hit pause, because for the first 5 days your townies won't need food, but you only have 4 or 5 days before they actually start starving. These apples and pears, they won't help much because they're absolutely worthless. The fill percent on them, as far as I remember, is 20 or something, which is absolutely nothing. I'll spend more time eating them than running around after they've eaten them. So zones, carpentry, and let's set up a 5x5. Now in this release, the 0.40, you don't really need walls for your workshops anymore. They'll work slower, but they'll work. Like workshops with no walls suffer penalties, but they still work. So no need for walls now, at least in the beginning. You just need to make sure you have access to certain furniture, let's say utilities. So let's put a carpentry bench here, and you can hold shift to place multiple items, because if you don't, you'll just have to click whatever you're placing after each click on the ground. So just hold shift will help and it'll be faster. So let's unpause and watch them make our benches. And the benches are done. Let's dig down a bit, because for the next step we'll need stone. Right, the hole is ready, and we need to go down. We need a ladder now. It's in utilities, and it's the first button you see. Just place it over the hole. See, that guy just came over, took a log, took a second one, and he's gonna build a ladder now and place it. There we go. Now we can access stone. We can mine stone, which we need for wood detailers. Basically, everything you'd need to start off your new settlement. Go down, mine, and just that much. While they're mining, I'm going to pause and issue some more orders, because we'll be needing the stone hammers for mason's benches, but we can't do that now because we need a wood detailer. Sorry about that. Go into utilities, detailer, and place it into your carpentry workshop. And pause and watch them build the wood detailers. And you can actually close or go back a level from the menus just by right clicking it. Or you can just hit the back button. Right, one blue detailer is ready, so we can actually make us some stone hammers. Now, this side is your current production, so you can actually either click the icon or just hit plus minus here to order your CVs to actually build as many. But this one here is let's just put it this way, it's the level that your CVs will maintain the quantity on. So if I put 4 here, they'll make 4 hammers, I'll use them up and they'll make another 4. I don't need that now. I won't be using as many hammers, so just make 4 from this side. And pause and watch them make hammers. One thing about stockpiles, forget about them. You don't need them now. Not at this point. Because they'll be running around carrying stuff. It's just a waste of time. So our hammers are ready. Now we need to make a masonry. Let's just build it next to it. Or actually, rather this side. Because blocks. Pardon the language there. There. Our masonry is ready, and now we need to place mason's benches. And you can actually make them however small, however big you like. The workshops. You You can change the shape, you can delete them altogether. Let's do this one. Yeah, they're done. Next thing we need is to start our food production as soon as possible. For this, I'm usually, like, we have 7 townies, and we won't be expecting any more company anytime soon, because we are not building any private bedrooms yet. We need food production first, as soon as possible. Or we'll go into hunger lock, which is a state when your townies are too hungry to do anything, even prepare food or eat. Well, they actually will eat if they have food available, but they won't do anything else. If there's no food available, they won't be able to, even if there's raw food, they won't be able to cook it. So to prevent that, we need our food production as soon as possible. For now, we'll just build 8 grain farms, wheat farms, and that's the shape I prefer them in. Right, 9 by 9, is it? Yep, 9 by 9. Cancel orders and take out the middle one, which is gonna be a mill. Now let's see them till the land for the farms, because you can't place farms on untilted land, and you can only till grassland. You can't till jungle or desert or snow waste for that reason. For some reason, I don't know. Obviously, there is no grass. There's grass in the jungle, but you still can't till it. Anyways, let's start placing our farms. You need 4 wood for each farm, so all this wood will be gone. Pretty much all of it. Now, we can't place that one because there's apples in the way. Get rid of them and place another farm. No biggie. There's plenty of other fruits around. More apples here, pears there. Be enough for now. Now, once we have our farms going, it'll take a while for them to produce anything. We can actually make a bakery now. We have everything else we need except stone. We need to mine more stone. So there we go. Mine that, and I'll place a bakery in the meanwhile. There we go. Go to duties. Now I didn't pause here because they're mining. They're done. You can switch between levels by A and Q or just mouse wheel, or these 2 buttons here. That should be in tutorials, so let's just skip them. We need baker's tables and baker's ovens. Again, there is a bloody apple in the way. Destroy apple and place another oven. Well, like I said, without walls the workshops work slower, so I'm placing multiples. And we can start building walls afterwards when we have our production. There is some wood left. So that's basically more chickens died. You're mean froggies. Where did you kill the chicken? Ah, doesn't matter. Not my problem. And there we go, for our first flour. Now we can make bread. It's in production menu and it's in food baking. Bread. It's not really all that filling, but it'll get you going for the meanwhile, until we get our next set of farms done, which is gonna be, and the way I place these farms, I usually pick out a place where I think would be a good place for my town entrance, because what I usually do is wall off my town with one single door leading to outside, and that door leads to what I call a death corridor, which is basically a set of farms. What am I doing? Till a set of farms walled off from the rest of the town, and till here. Get rid of you. Hope that's enough. And what I'll do, that'll be my livestock farms. What this will do is it'll prevent any monsters from advancing over to my inside of my town if there's any siege, because what they'll do, they'll just run into all the pigs and cows and start slaughtering them. This will give you chance to prepare for your defense. And since the farms usually produce livestock non-stop, find another place to sleep, you gimp. And since the farms produce livestock non-stop, we'll have a room packed full of animals. And there we go, we can start placing pig farms now. Now, for pig farms and cow farms, you need what's many? You need actual pigs and cows off the map. There's a pig there. There's a cow there. So you need 2 wood and 2 pigs. No, not policemen. Actual pigs. Get rid of these, we don't need them anymore. And we have bread. And we have flour going. We've successfully averted our hunger lock in just 2 days. Whippy! But I'm gonna show you more, just for the kicks. Because what these farms will allow us to produce is the 3rd most filling item of the game, in the game, which is meat pies. Place cow farms here. And to make meat pies we need a kitchen, but we don't need any ovens or kitchen tables or anything fancy. All we need is a slaughtering table. Yep, we're that evil. And butcher's table. There we go. We have 5 of them. That'll be enough. Chop more trees. You've been busy, haven't you? All those animals slaughtered. Bastards. What, no more cows? No, there isn't. Or you're just sleeping. And once we have our butcher tables ready, we can go into food production, butchering, and we already have that. That's somewhere here. There's one bone there. Get rid of this, and there's a dead cow somewhere, which is actually kind of a nuisance because it'll get in the way of your automated production. If the mobs, the enemies, kill too many animals, and you'll just have meat lying around, and you don't notice that, you'll have nothing being produced, because this counts towards your meat production. So destroy that. We don't need it. We'll have our own. And we have our first 2 pigs. To make those meat pies, you need raw meat, which is either let's see, baking meat pie, which is either raw pork or raw steak. So go into food, butchering, and raw steak. Right. And keep it any level you want. Well, I found that 5 of each is enough. And watch them kill the poor piggies. Come on. Kill him. Kill him. Oh, there's a cow dead. Why are they upside down? Cow tipping for the win. And there. We have our first 4 steaks. And pork chops. Here we have our meat. Now baking. And just however many meat pies you want. They'll start making them. At this point I usually do this because we have started production of the 3rd highest filling food in the game, and they'll just keep eating that because the food value of it is higher than bread. There you go. You can start walling off and building everything else. Goodbye.